Um, Hi guys, how are you? Hopefully you're having a great day. Gonna just pop over, find my love, sprinkle the love a little bit, and then we'll get started. Whoops, I was there, wasn't I? Some days. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Hey D, how are you? Good to see you, girlfriend. Why do I keep clicking off of it? I did it every time. Okay, there we go. All right, so we are working on an Outer Banks inspired party painting for a paint party, if I can talk. Honestly, my morning, I have been so busy this morning. Oh me, this is the first like break I've had from like all of either planning meetings, planning meetings, or in meetings. Mainly in meetings, planning other meetings. Because we're good at that. We're good. We're really good at go in meetings to plan additional meetings. And so that's what I have been doing. Thank you for sprinkling the love. That is so important to us. Looking for my little tape dispenser. Did it get knocked off and I didn't realize it? Why am I not seeing it? I don't see it anywhere. I had a little tape dispenser that sits right there. And it's always right there. Didn't even notice it was missing until it's not there. Isn't that normal though? I'm going to use a little tape here just because I need to hold these two pieces together. I'm using a little tracer. Hey Cindy, how are you? Hopefully y'all are having a great Wednesday. I'll get us turned down. So what I'm doing is I have this little tracer here. This is actually a part of another painting I have for paint parties. Hey Dawn, how are you? And I'm gonna turn this down. I'll start my timer in a minute. Good to see you, girlfriend. I'm worried about you with all that weather. I just like right before I went live saw your that you had messaged me something, but I haven't had a chance to actually read it. Because I was trying to get this done. So let me just I want to trace this on and I want this to like kind of fall off the side, just like in the one we're changing this. This is a beach scene that has this bus, but I want to use this bus because that's important for, I guess, in the Outer Banks show, because that's what this is based on. They have a particular VW bus, I guess. I said I was going to watch it, but y'all know me and watching TV. I don't usually do it, so I did not pull it up to watch it. So we're gonna go with like what we've been told. And so the person who the birthday girl's mom is like the VW bus is perfect, but she wanted it like more Outer Banks, and so we're gonna put the lighthouse here in the background, which I'm actually gonna pull up one of the lighthouses and use that as an example. I have not done that yet, so that'll probably be tomorrow's live. I'm trying to think, am I going to be live with you tomorrow? Whoops, that's crooked. Well, that's because it's right there on the edge. And so I think I will be. I will not be on Friday, but for some reason tomorrow has me like, I'm not sure. I gotta look at my calendar. Off the top of my head, I can't think why I wouldn't be, but at the same time, I'm like, why is it feeling weird to me saying that I am going to be? I'm not planning on being in the office tomorrow because I'm going to be in the office on Friday for part of the day. So, anybody have one of these vans when you were younger or in the 60s, 70s? Got the peace sign going. You're worried too? Yeah, I wouldn't be. I'd be like, that would not be laughing though. You are much braver than me. I would be like, let's call the realtor because I'm done with this. All right. Let's see. Oh, I can see that well enough. Yeah, that's going to be cute. That's going to be cute. I had a moment of like, oh, did I have it down on my... Make sure I have the van on the... I should have lowered it just a little bit more. Your parents have one. Cool. You've been looking for one of those vans? That's funny. That is funny. Hold on, I need to see if I can reach something without having to walk around the studio. I can, yay. Sorry, I had to get up close and personal. I just wanted to see, like, I want to kind of mimic this in this paint party, the painting one. So anyway, I'm going to start. I'm going to do the whole thing white because, you know, yellows can be kind of translucent. Now, for the paint party, they won't have the background because they'll put the background in around the camper. So I really don't have to worry about that. Did they start making these new again? I thought I saw where they were going to basically kind of like they did the Volkswagen Beetle come back with another one of these. Did they do that? Or did I just make that up? I could have potentially just made that up. I gotta clean my brush a little bit better. Obviously yesterday I did not do a great job because my brush is like a little stiff today. And I need to get some hand sanitizer down here. You don't know? Okay, I might have just completely just made that up. I'm capable of making up stuff like that. Be like, I thought. So just to help me out when I paint this in, I'm gonna paint it according to the lines I have drawn. And then that way, I'll be able to tell like where the different lines are, and I don't have to go back and like try to figure it out. Because, you know, if you paint something a particular direction, even when it dries, you can tell what direction you painted that in. So it helps if you have something where you want to keep, like in this case, it'll be different colors, but I kind of want to know where that transitions to the different color. If I paint it a different angle, so like this may get painted horizontal, up here may get painted this way, I can keep this line even though I'm painting it all white, because I'll be able to tell where this line was just because of the direction that I went. So just keep that tucked in your back pocket if you're bumping up the same color against something else or against the same color, but you want it to ultimately tell the difference between the two. You don't have to leave a space. You just have to paint it a different way. Hey, Brenda. They had a Volkswagen Bug. They were just into Volkswagen. That's all right. How are you, Brenda? Now, Brenda has all kind of vehicles. Did you have a vehicle like this? Are you? I know you had a lot of vehicles. I know you're slowly kind of maybe downsizing a little bit, but all right, Kai, stop you barking. He's barking at nothing, by the way. Never a bug. Okay. Yeah, I've never owned a Volkswagen of any sort either. Um, Growing up, my cousin, who's a little bit older, well, she's older than me. And she's like, I don't even know if she is like a cousin, but we always consider her a cousin. Um, she had an old Volkswagen Bug, and I used to enjoy going on rides with her when we would go down to my great aunt's. She lived beside my great aunt's, and it was fun. I forgot that fee, but we're just gonna make it up. We're gonna put that in there. It actually probably should have been a little more like this. A little more like that. But it's all gonna turn white anyway, so it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. We'll figure that one out. I'm mainly just doing this part because it's gonna be yellow, and y'all know yellow is a very translucent color, so I need to just turn it white. I just started barking at Kai again. That's funny. You're having snow and sleet. I would, again, y'all, I'd be moving. Just saying. I would be moving. I could not deal with the snow and sleet in April. No, thank you. And I know technically they say we can have that here. It's been a long time since I've seen snow and sleet here in April, so I ain't worried about that. All right, so that's gonna be my yellow part, right? All this top part is white, so I could just wait, let this dry, and then paint over top of it. So, and maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll let this dry, I paint over top of it, and then we'll do the other. Oh, did I turn on my timer? No. Let's see. Is my timer working? My timer may be dead. Okay. Even though I've been painting, we'll just do it. Although I may have a 1 o'clock, so we're 13 minutes in, so that'll still be good. Even if I do 20 minutes. Since I'm not going on Friday, we'll just make a little bit up today. All right, we'll let that dry. You're having snow and sleet. Yeah, no, thank you. I don't know what I would rather have. I guess I'd rather have the snow and sleet, even though that can cause problems than the weather Dawn's having. So y'all keep her in your thoughts and prayers because they're having some rough weather out there in Missouri. It's scary weather actually that they're having. And so it's a little on the scary side. All right, so there's 2 yellows. I'm going to use a little banana cream, and I'm going to use a little cad yellow. It actually was calling for some primary yellow, which I meant to bring down, and I forgot today. So we're going to go with this, and it's going to be fine. Oh, are they calling for tornadoes where you are, Brenda? They're also calling them for them where Dawn is. So yeah, keep both Dawn and Brenda in your thoughts and prayers today. Reach out and check on them because, guys, it's scary. And I know sleep can be rough too if you're driving, so don't get on the roads, D. Don't get on the road. Oh, hello, grandbabies. They're probably like, I'm not a baby. Ooh, Cindy. Wow, what is happening out there? Great day. Needs to calm down. Keep Cindy in your thoughts too, guys. This weather is no joke. We're going to use a little bit of both of these colors together, and just so we can get a little bit of interest. They're calling for, I mean, today is cool here. It's like 60 some degrees is the high. 61 I think is the high today, and then tomorrow is supposed to get to 81. And then we're supposed to have some rain, but next week, guys, it can get down as low as like in the 50s is the high. I'm like, really? You're going to tease us and then you're going to get cold on us. But that's kind of typical for Virginia weather, I'm just going to say. So y'all come on to Virginia. We got good weather here. Y'all just move on over here to Virginia. We have good weather. And we get occasional like hurricane, but it's not usually terrible. I mean, you might lose a little power for a little while, but you know, we've only had a few that have been like really bad. Thankfully, knock on some wood that we don't have bad ones, right? And so, we do have black bear. We do. We have black bear, but they're harmless. They're not going to hurt you. They're more afraid of you than you are of them. So they're not going to hurt you. Nothing to be afraid of. They're not vicious bears. They're not like, like a polar bear or something like that. Like they don't hunt you or nothing. They are just harmless. I mean, if you go messing with them now, I wouldn't advise that. In Virginia. You'd love to live there in Virginia. Yes. Yes, Cindy or Brenda. Yeah, you stay safe tonight. You be careful. That's scary. Our little bus is going to be cute. Yeah, come on out here and live in Virginia. It's a pretty state. Uh, Okay. So we got the yellow on there. We may need another coat. We're going to let that dry back and see what we got going on. We may need another coat because again, you know, the white, it dried back. So you saw some of the blue and some of the areas we're seeing a little bit of blue pop through. Now I want to put a little color in our sky. I just want to test that out because you know, it would be kind of cool if we could get like a little bit of a sunsetty type thing or a sunrisey type thing looking out there. So we're gonna try it. If we don't like it, we can erase it. So by going back to these blues, we can just take it right out. So we're gonna put it in and see what we get and see if we like it. And so because I kind of like the fact that, you know, a little bit of a yellow in that sky, right? The reflection of maybe that sun that's coming down because the Outer Banks is on the east side, so the sun is coming down over here, but it reflects back into that sky, right? So that's what we're trying to build, and they have some of the most beautiful sunsets there. So even though you're not seeing like the sun, you know, dive down below the ocean, it's actually because Outer Banks, if you haven't been, Outer Banks is very narrow. So at some point, since you're there on the Outer Banks, you can actually like um we stayed at a cottage that was oceanfront cottage there one year. Um and the deck on the back side of the house, of course, faced the ocean. And then they had this small little area where you could kind of go over on the side and you could see the sound because you could see both. You made it. I made it through one tornado here. I woke up at 4 in the morning. Oh my word, Brenda. Brenda. Now that is super scary. Um, that is really scary. And so, yeah, please be safe. Um, I'm going to take a little bit of this red and I'm just going to touch a little bit of the yellow in there because I kind of don't want it to be solid red, but I also don't want it to be solid orange either. And I'm just going to work a little bit of those colors streaked into the sky here, mixing in with what we have up there. I don't know, something along those lines. It doesn't really matter. I mean, just put it in. If we don't like it in the end, we'll take it out. I may or may not like it in the end. I don't know. Jury's still out a little bit on it as to whether I like it or not. We'll go all the way across because it wouldn't just like end abruptly, right? Y'all tell me, do you like it or no? Is it a yay or is it a nay? I don't know. Jury's still a little bit out. I don't want to make it so complicated that like it can't be reproduced in the paint party, right? So it has to be able to be reproduced. Yay. Okay. All right. Well, yay it is then. Yay it is. All right, let's start to paint up the rest of our vehicle here. I'm like, where's my line? And then they're like setting up. They're gonna have a bonfire maybe on the beach. I'm sure that happens in that show. That there's a bonfire. So I know Zoe used to watch it. I should have asked her what some of the iconic things were for that show. Oh, I think there was supposed to have been a window here. I think I'm actually painting on top of the window. Oh, well. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint this whole thing white, and then we'll put windows in. We can do that. That's no big deal. The main thing for me was that we got the whole outline of the actual Volkswagen van, the correct outline, right? Because without that, it wouldn't look right. So we're going to get that in. Again, I'm firming up these lines just because I want to make sure I know where that line stops. So we're going to do this away on this side. And up here, we're going to go this away, right? I do kind of want to know where this V is here. Just because that's important. There we go. We're getting it. I think it's going to be super cute when we finish it. The birthday girl is 13 years old, so I'm assuming the ones who'll be painting with her, her friends, are going to be, in that same range, right? So, maybe 11 to 14, maybe a 15-year-old here or there, depending on, maybe a brother or a sister or something like that. So we'll see. And then this kind of comes over to there. And then this is the top. But So, you know, and any of those could paint this painting. It's not that difficult. Even if they've never painted before, they could paint this. So far, at least. Nothing has been added that's that difficult. This may require me to do 2 coats of white. I feel like it will, just based on what this did here. When it dries back, it'll need another coat to be bright white. So we're just going to let that hang out and get happy there. One thing I want to do with the sky, because it is kind of that sunset, I want to darken the top part of that sky a little bit, right? Because it's starting to turn a little dark. So I'm going to grab a little bit of my blue. I want to touch a little of white in there, but not much, because I want it to go just a little bit darker. And then as we come in here, we're gonna mix in this with that lighter. So this is where you can we just kind of want it to be a little bit darker because it's getting on to the evening hours, right? And so, you know, it's not high noon. It's like maybe like, you know, if this, given the fact, you know, if it's summer, maybe this is more along the 7-8 hour, right? So it's not dark, but that sun is getting low in the sky, or lower. It's coming along. And so we're going to just kind of mix in those darker colors. I really want this to feel like you're sitting on the Outer Banks, not like in a tropical place. And so we're probably going to change up the water just a little bit too. I think maybe. Because right now, as it is, it's still a little too on the tropical color side spectrum. And I want to turn it more East Coast. But we'll worry about that another day. Not today. My timer just went off. And I'm starting to work in those darker blues, which I really like that, actually. I think it frames it well. Because that sky would start to get darker, and you could even take it another little step darker by adding a little bit of black, and I think that would even make it even better. When you're doing this, don't get too dark down on your horizon line. You can take some of the dark down there like I'm doing, because it is turning darker, but that horizon line is still the lightest line. So unless you want to go really dark with your ocean, don't go too dark. Don't take your dark down too far. There we go. That's going to be super cute, isn't it? I get excited and I want to just keep on painting, but I got to hop off. Oh, thank you, Dee. Thank you. So it's starting to take shape a little bit. We're getting that sunset look, and then we'll put our little lighthouse over here. And I don't know what we're going to do here. We may have like maybe surfboard or something. I need to turn this ocean a different color though. That's going to be something I'm going to work on tomorrow. You have a great day too. You go for your walk. You stay safe the rest of the day, guys. If y'all are all in emergency storm area, please stay safe. Stay safe with your snow and sleet. Y'all, I'll say a prayer for y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Gran's like it and said hi. Hi. Y'all have a great day playing with your grandma. And be good out there in that snow, guys. Have fun with it. But anyway, if you're in a tornado area, please stay safe. And y'all have a great rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Bye.